explain a few little things about the bush hog. This is a 5-foot bush hog. 5 foot. All right. I honestly believe the engine will handle a 6 foot. Not on this hitch. Not on this hitch right here. Maybe a 6 foot drawbar. But anyway, 5 foot is about all this thing wants to pick up from the fast hitch. And that's with the helper spring, front wheel weights. All right. I will explain something here. Make sure that you have your stop control, your stops on here. Because if you let it all the way down, which, I mean, that's about it. I can get my finger under the skid, so that's pretty close on the ground. You say it's doing a clean job. All right. You cannot drop this all the way down because you will stick your drive shaft up into your fast hitch. All right, next thing I want to explain, if you need it to go down, if you need it to front to go down to cut lower, what you simply do is lower your front hitch, because your draft link will tilt the bush hog like this as you let it down. As you pick it up, it's going to raise the front up and level the back down. Does that make sense to you? I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm just playing around here, trying to get tractor therapy, you know, make a little YouTube video of it in the process. And I'm down and plowed on my corn, you know, I'm bored. I'm gonna ride my tractor a little bit. But just don't crank it up with it in gear like that. All right. That's where it's gonna run. The more you angle it, watch the front. When I raise the front lift, it raises the bush hog up. So I set my touch control. I wish I had some stops for the front up here too, because I need some of them. And the reason you need, but adjust your height here. If you can't get it low enough, if you can't get it low enough, just bring this down to your front. You get your height right. You get your height where you want to be at, and then you can. So what I'm talking about, that's about all this tractor wants to pick up. Now, see what I just did? Be careful. Don't pick it all the way up. Pick it up enough just, well, I said I need another stopper up here. Run a bush hog off this fast hitch, but you got to be careful. One, you need to overrun clutch on here. That keeps the bush hog from pushing the tractor forward after you clutch it in. All right, so you definitely need that. All right, it's a little much weight on this 5 foot with this fast hitch, but I think I got a weak pump too though. But anyway, get to the point. Make sure you got your overrun adapter on here, and you need to set your stops because you do not want to let it down because it'll hit up here, and if you pick it all the way up too high, it'll hit here, which I've already been doing because I need to get some stop controls to go up here. But what I do is I just pick it up, I raise about that 4 inches, raise about halfway, just enough to get that back wheel off the ground so you can spin it around. But that's pretty much gonna cover everything on the bush hog. I mean, it is what it is. I brought this fast hitch bush hog when I'm gonna bush hog them corn stalks down real quick. This is something I can back up to, snap, hook, gone, and go do a little something with it. Right now I'm just bored and want to ride the tractor, so we'll mow a little grass with it. It does an excellent job cutting grass. I mean, see, it almost cut it like a lawnmower. So it came through here, almost like a lawnmower cut it. But anyway, overrun adapter clutch. Do not pick it up too high. Do not let it down too low. If you need to get it lower, just angle your hitch. You need your draft link in there. That's your draft link. Goes down to the bottom of your hitch right there. Anyway, enjoy the video. It's a little bush hog overview on a farmall 140. piece of grass down under the board. That's second gear, by the way. When I turn around, I'll turn around the first gear. Now when I pick it up enough just for the back tire to clear. See, just for the back tire to clear. I'll drop it back down. I'll pick it up enough, just enough for the tire to clear the ground, so it ain't digging in. Bumpy right here. Second gear. Some of this grass got a little meat on it, some of it don't. She been cutting some of this with the lawnmower. Tim approves of the farmall 140 in the bush hog. In the right, Tim. That's pretty rascal. Just dirty, so I'll clean him up. I'm gonna take the took a scrub brush to him one day. I'm gonna put him in a parade. Moral of this story: you can't bush hog with a offset tractor. You see, I rather see and read about stories, but you can't do that because the drive shaft ain't centered, the tractor ain't big enough, and it won't lift it, and it just don't have enough horsepower for 5 foot. I can promise you, this thing right here will bush hog stuff over top of the hood with that 5 foot one. When I had the 3-point hitch on it, I had a nice little informative video of this tractor passing a 38 horsepower diesel tractor, bush hogging. Both had 5 foots. So anyway, yeah, and the 4-foot one is hooked behind the Soup A, and it stays hooked behind the Soup A once all the tillage is out the way. That's all I really use that for. But I wanted to play with my little fastest bush hog. I like the 140 better because it needs the smoking and got a nice comfy seat on it. So I really use a 140, but I keep it on the Soup A just in case I need to brush up something real quick. But anyway, all kinds of horror stories out about why you can't use 5 foot bush hog behind a 140 offset period. I think PTO that's not centered. Now I could theoretically center this bush hog up a little bit more, let it hang to this side, but it works just like that. I like to have it center of the tractor, you know. I like the 5 foot better because it gives you a little overhang on both sides. And you can use a drawbar one too if you can get your hands on. I think George HUS has one of those on a drawbar, but I like the fast hitch one. When I pick it up, it follows me around. Anyway, thanks for watching.